This is going to be a fun one today. Coming up, we're counting down the top 5 most overplayed songs in rock history. The ones we all know by heart. We love them, but we're getting tired of them. But we're not stopping there. We're also introducing the 5 underrated gems from those same artists to replace the old guard, at least for a little while. These are songs by the same artists that deserve their shot in the spotlight and can, give those overplayed tracks a well-deserved break. What we have included here is a song that's the most played song in FM radio history, but it was never released as a single. That one's going to be replaced by a song that a legendary band did after a rival icon said that all this band did was heavy rock songs. It was a challenge they stepped up to and hit it out of the park. It's going to be a fun and spirited discussion that sometimes might feel like sacrilege, but hey, we got to be truthful here. We're going to start a rock and roll revelation. Let's see if you agree. Story and the countdown's coming up next on Professor of Rock. Hey, music junkies. Professor of Rock, always here to celebrate the greatest artists and the greatest songs of all time. If you remember watching TV into the wee hours of the morning until you saw and heard this, you're going to dig this channel of deep musical nostalgia. Make sure to subscribe below right now. Click the red button and click the bell so you always know when our latest and greatest come out. We have some great interviews coming out. Also, the t-shirt of the day, The Breakfast Club, Art Pop Style. You can get yours at the link below, 80stees.com. They have thousands of shirts you're going to love, from bands to movies to TV shows. All right, today we're going to do kind of a cool countdown. I'm going to talk about what I think are the top 5 most overplayed songs ever. We're getting tired of these songs. We love them. They're incredible songs, but they're just overplayed. And we're going to put a replacement song in there to give these songs a break. So let's get into it. Coming in at number 5, I got Hotel California by Eagles.
Welcome to the Hotel California.
It's one of those rare rock songs that, despite being played countless times, never seems to lose its appeal. Let's talk about a few reasons why it's so overplayed, but we still love this damn song. First, timeless musicianship. Hotel California weaves together rock, country, and Latin influences, highlighting the Eagles' incredible musical talent.
Such a lovely place, such a lovely place, such a lovely...
This song, it's a showcase of masterful instrumentation for sure. That solo in particular stands as one of rock's most celebrated, and its intricate complexity continues to captivate listeners no matter how many times we hear it. And another factor is the mysterious lyrics. Hotel California's cryptic, open-ended lyrics ignite endless curiosity. Phrases like, you can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave, invites countless interpretations and debates, adding depth and intrigue. This lyrical ambiguity, it creates a sense of mystery, drawing listeners back time and again as they search for new hidden meanings within the words.
Check out anytime you like, but you can never leave.
The evocative atmosphere of Hotel California is also a big part of its lasting appeal. The song's haunting, dreamlike vibe sets it apart from the rest. It vividly portrays a world of excess, decadence, and disillusionment, perfectly capturing the essence of 1970s rock. Every time it plays, the atmosphere pulls listeners into the story, making Hotel California a timeless and really an immersive experience. For many, Hotel California evokes memories of a specific time in our lives, whether it's the 70s when we first heard it, or a favorite road trip playlist, or just a connection, like I said. That nostalgia keeps the song alive for new and old fans alike, creating a sense of shared experience across generations. Now, I'm going to present a fresh replacement for Hotel California to let the song breathe a little. Let's focus in on an underrated Eagles song that could become a new classic if we let it. How do you guys feel about Seven Bridges Road?
Seven Bridge.
Now, it's not an original Eagles song, but wow, did they deliver a magical rendition of the song. The Eagles fashioned the Steve Young pen song after Ian Matthews' version of the song for his High album in '73. His interpretation was actually produced by Mike Nesmith from the Monkees fame. Ian and Michael's vision was to record the track with 6 or 7 part harmony, and that's why Henley and Fry were attracted to it, and they wanted to do an Eagles version. Eagles had a special tradition when they first started playing stadiums. Before every single show, the band would gather in a locker room shower area to warm up their voices by singing Seven Bridges Road a cappella. The acoustics in the shower amplified their harmonies, and it became a ritual that bonded the group before stepping out onto the big stage in front of tens of thousands of people. Don Felder remembers those early days fondly. After their shower warm-up, the band would open each concert with that same song, standing together around a single microphone, harmonizing perfectly.
Down the 7 Bridge.
As Felder recalled, and I quote, "It blew the audience away. It was always a vocally unifying moment, all 5 voices coming together in harmony."
Bridges Road.
But things shifted after the release of Hotel California. The title track became the band's new concert opener, and Seven Bridges Road was eventually retired from their pre-show routine at that time. Felder admitted that they rarely even rehearsed it anymore. However, in the summer of 1980, just before their split, the Eagles brought the song back for their final tour. Their performance of Seven Bridges Road at their July 28th show at the Santa Monica Civic Auditorium, that was captured for their Eagles live album, preserving the magic of that harmony-laden tradition for fans to experience once more.
Bridges Road.
Coming in at number 4, I got Zeppelin. Can you guess what song? Come on, it's no surprise. Stairway to Heaven. It lands on the list of most overplayed rock songs.
The stairway to heaven.
It's undeniably one of the most magnificent tracks ever recorded in history, but it's been played to death over the years, morphing into something far beyond what it was ever meant to be.
No Stairway. Denied.
How could it not be overplayed when it's the most played song in FM radio history, right? The heart of Zeppelin's 1971 untitled 4th album, whether you call it Zoso or Led Zeppelin 4, or Zeppelin 4, Stairway to Heaven became the blueprint for every multi-part hard rock epic that came after it. But none of them have even come close to matching its greatness. Even after hearing it for the millionth time, the track's otherworldly magic, it just never fades. That slow, timeless build from Jimmy Page's delicate finger-picked guitar intro to the powerful full band explosion is still one of the most intense, unforgettable, undeniable moments in rock history. Robert Plant's lyrics are filled with mystical imagery and open-ended interpretations which keep fans engaged every time. Lines like, "There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold," invites endless discussion, personal meaning for us, making the song resonate on a deeper level altogether. I mean, the combination of Page's finger-picked guitar, John Bonham's powerful drumming, John Paul Jones' subtle keys, and Plant's ethereal vocals, it's pure musical chemistry. Each listen reveals new details, whether it's a guitar nuance or a lyrical twist, keeping the song fresh even after countless plays. And the funny thing is, the song was never even released as a single. Now, Stairway to Heaven, it became a cornerstone of classic rock radio, and just like Hotel California, rite of passage for aspiring guitarists especially, its influence on music and pop culture is massive. Even people who don't listen to Led Zeppelin know this song, even the girls who wear the Nirvana t-shirts, right? That kind of universal familiarity makes it feel like an old friend every time it's played.
To heaven.
So what do you think about propping up Rain Song as the heir apparent to give Stairway a little breather? Truly one of the most beautiful and emotionally rich songs Zeppelin ever recorded. The creation of the Rain song was a direct response to none other than Beatle George Harrison. He commented to John Bonham at a Zeppelin show that they needed to balance out their sets with some softer numbers. Harrison said, and I quote, "Problem with you guys is you never do ballads." Now, apparently when Jimmy Page caught wind of that remark, he said to himself something to the effect of, "You want a ballad? I'll give you a ballad." So while working at his new home studio, Jimmy Page wrote the Rain song, pointing directly at Harrison. He even inserted 2 chords from his own ballad, Something, into the intro. The Rain song was Zeppelin's first full-on, straightforward ballad, though in Zeppelin style it does accelerate at the end. Beautiful song. Rain song showcases the band's versatility, moving away from their typical hard rock sound and diving into a more intricate, layered piece. Like I said, the song's built around Jimmy Page's use of alternate tunings, which creates lush, resonant guitar chords that give the track its truly unique feel. The combination of acoustic and electric guitars adds to that complexity, allowing for a smooth transition between soft and heavy moments without ever losing any of its elegance. John Paul Jones's orchestral arrangements are key to the song's grandeur, though. He uses a mellotron to mimic the sounds of strings, giving the track a sweeping, really a cinematic feel that enhances its emotional depth. This orchestral touch elevates Rain song beyond a typical rock ballad, infusing it with a rich texture that feels just timeless. I've always appreciated the way Rain song breaks away from the standard rock formula, because it blends elements of jazz, classical, and folk into its structure. Its expansive nature, its slow build, and the lack of a traditional chorus makes it unconventional, but also more rewarding with each listen. It's truly a testament to Led Zeppelin's musical ambition and their willingness to push the boundaries of rock music always. So coming in at number 3, I've got Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi. It's one of those rock anthems that's both overplayed and endlessly beloved. The reason why I think it still captures the hearts of so many, despite its ridiculous number of spins on the radio, is the song's narrative about struggle and perseverance. It just resonates with so many people. Story of Tommy and Gina, a couple facing tough times, but holding on to their dreams. The themes of hope, resilience, and fighting through adversity make it relatable, allowing listeners to connect with that message on a truly personal level. It's a song for the times we're living in right now. The chorus of Living on a Prayer is one of the most memorable in history. It just is. The soaring melody, the sing-along quality, it makes it impossible not to join in when it comes on. That infectious energy has led to it becoming a staple at parties and concerts and events, creating a shared experience that keeps it fresh in our minds, even to the new generation. Despite its themes of struggle, the song has an overwhelmingly positive vibe, though. The sense of camaraderie and the hope that it inspires makes it a feel-good anthem. Perfect for lifting up our spirits. People often turn to it during tough times like we're living in right now. It's a comforting reminder that we're not alone. We can make it. Honestly, it's so overplayed, I haven't even covered it on this channel. As much as people love Living on a Prayer, why don't I suggest Lay Your Hands on Me? It's a Bon Jovi underrated soulful gem for sure, in my opinion. That song was a hit. It went to number 7 on the Billboard Hot 100. But for a Bon Jovi track, it was only a mild rock hit. It only peaked at number 20 on the Rock Tracks chart. Lay Your Hands on Me is one of my favorite Bon Jovi songs because of how it evokes an anthemic spirituality. Every time I hear it. I'm not the only one that appreciates the spirituality of Lay Your Hands on Me. I guess after hearing the song and envisioning it as a gospel track, country legend Dolly Parton reached out to John Bon Jovi and Richie Sambora, and she wanted to get their blessing to transform it into her 2014 rendition on her album Blue Smoke. And they actually sang it together at Glastonbury in 2014. Really cool. I'll link to it below.
Lay your hands on me. Lay your hands on me.
Okay, coming in at number 2, and honestly, on any given day, it could easily be number 1, the most played songs ever. But today, I'm going to give it The Bridesmaid, which is kind of appropriate because that's what it was when it was first released. It only went to number 9.
Don't stop believing.
If we're being honest here, Journey's Don't Stop Believing, it's a national treasure. It's feel-good inspiration, can literally save lives. I actually had a contest where the people who put in shared a memory about Journey and they get to meet the band. And I had a lady's story where she was on life support and her kids put headphones on her and played Don't Stop Believin', and she came out of the coma. Her toes started tapping, and the doctor said there was no chance she was going to live. She was brain dead. The song brought her back to life. What kind of a song does that?
Hold on to that feeling.
It conveys a powerful message about perseverance, about hope. The lyrics encourage listeners to keep pushing through the tough times, to hold on to their dreams as streetlight people. It just makes it relatable to all people. It resonates so deeply, allowing the song to connect with listeners on such a personal level. Don't Stop Believin' combines powerful vocals, a memorable piano riff, and of course soaring guitar solos, creating a sound that feels both grand but also intimate. The musicianship of Journey, particularly Steve Perry's emotive voice, elevates this song, making it timeless and of course appealing to both rock enthusiasts and casual listeners alike. Everybody likes Don't Stop Believin'.
Just a small town girl.
Song has permeated pop culture in numerous ways, from its use in TV shows like Sopranos and Glee.
Don't stop.
To the moment that just happened on America's Got Talent with Richard, right? For all of us, Don't Stop Believin' is tied to memories of our youth, good times with friends, significant life events for sure. I think about the first time I heard it as a little kid and sang it with my dad in the car. Its emotional weight, it makes it more than just a hit. It's become a cherished part of our personal soundtrack.
In the night.
We're never gonna stop believing. But you know what? How about putting the song on ice for just a little bit and swapping it out with one of my favorites, Still They Ride.
Still around.
Just like its much more renowned cousin, the lyrics of Still They Ride evoke a sense of longing and nostalgia, exploring themes of love, loss, and the passage of time. The storytelling quality of the lyrics invites listeners to connect personally, allowing them to reflect on their own experiences and their own emotions. Of course, Steve Perry's soaring vocals are a hallmark of Journey's sound, and Still They Ride showcases his incredible range and his deeply emotional delivery. His voice adds depth to the lyrics, bringing the feelings of yearning and hope to life. I mean, the way he hits those high notes is nothing short of breathtaking. It's incredible. Makes it a memorable performance. Journey is known for their strong musicianship, and Still They Ride is no exception. I mean, the instrumentation is lush and layered with the combination of electric guitar, keyboards, and a steady rhythm that creates just a really rich soundscape. The interplay between the guitar and the keyboards enhances the song's emotional impact. There's an emotional weight to Still They Ride that evokes a bit of a Springsteen vibe, I've always thought. It lingers long after the song ends. I mean, the combination of Steve Perry and Jonathan Cain's poignant lyrics, powerful vocals, engaging instrumentation, like I said, led by Neil Schon, who's just the the greatest melodic guitarist ever. His sense of melody to hold out a note, it's incredible. And it's a great song to give us a little break from Don't Stop Believin', both great songs. All right, let's see if you can guess my pick for number one. I'll give you a little hint. It came back into the limelight due to a legendary sing-along in an early 90s SNL comedy. Then it came raging back as the name of the biopic of the late frontman just some years ago. The most overplayed rock song of all time, in my opinion. I love it, but man, can we just give it a little bit of a rest? Talking about Queen's immortal rock opera, Bohemian Rhapsody. We might be tired of this song, but it's just so hard not to acknowledge its bombastic power. Unlike typical rock songs, Bohemian Rhapsody defies traditional song structure with its operatic, balladic, and driving rock sections. This genre-bending complexity keeps it fascinating even after hearing it ad nauseum. Even though you know what's coming, there's still an unpredictability to the song that excites the senses.
To me.
The epic transitions make it feel like the ultimate mini rock opera, which is exactly what it is. It provides something fresh every single time you hear it. Bohemian Rhapsody has transcended being just a song. I mean, it's a cultural phenomenon. I mean, from its resurgence in Wayne's World to its enduring popularity in films and TV shows and commercials, I mean, it's definitely cemented its place in pop culture. This exposure ensures new generations continue to discover and embrace it and are curious about it, keeping it relevant and beloved. Now, one of the reasons that Bohemian Rhapsody still resonates with this ability to unite people, whether at a concert, a karaoke night, or just a gathering of friends, the song's sing-along quality. I mean, especially the famous Galileo section, it brings people together. The communal joy of belting it out, no matter how awful your singing voice might be, I mean, that's a big part of why it remains so popular, so traditional, so incredible. So with the crash of the gong that finishes Bohemian Rhapsody, let's put the landmark track on hiatus just for a little bit and substitute it with the band's underrated Live Aid scorcher, Radio Gaga. Now, I'm not going to compare Radio Gaga to Bohemian Rhapsody. I'm not doing that at all. Just hear me out here. Radio Gaga has a certain defy record label orthodoxy, rebelliousness. You know, lyrically, Radio Gaga, it's a tribute to the golden age of radio when it was the primary medium for music and entertainment. This was written by drummer Roger Taylor. You know, the song reflects on how television and video were beginning to overshadow radio in the 80s. It taps into a sense of nostalgia for a simpler era, while also offering a commentary on the escalating clutter of rhetoric and commerciality, you know, of the media for sure. Calling a song Radio Gaga was a bold title that bristled program directors who made decisions on what songs to play. In spite of giving the middle finger to radio, Radio Gaga actually did pretty well. Went to number 16 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 22 on the rock chart in '84. It was the last time Queen cracked the top 40 on the Billboard Hot 100, actually. Radio Gaga bridges the past and the future in a unique way. While it celebrates the classic era of radio, it also embraces the electronic and futuristic sounds that were becoming popular in the 80s. For me, the fusion of nostalgia and the forward-thinking production makes Radio Gaga sound both timeless and very innovative.
All we hear is Radio Gaga, Radio.
The evocative power of Radio Gaga became a staple in Queen's last round of live shows with the late great Freddie Mercury, often involving audience participation where fans would clap along in time with the beat of the song.
Radio Gaga, all we hear is.
The epic nature of these performances, especially at Live Aid, was one of the most compelling scenes of that historic concert. It's so underrated. I love it. Radio Gaga. Well, that completes our list of the top 5 most overplayed rock songs that we still love. And my humble suggestion for some sonic relief. I know this is going to stir up some spirited conversation below. Let's have fun talking about the songs. What do you think are the most overplayed songs? And what should be the replacement tracks for a little bit to give them a rest? I'd love to get your ideas, what you'd replace them with, what they are. Let's have a great discussion below. If you like our content, we do invite you to subscribe to be a part of our community. We'd love to have you. It's all about the music. Make sure to pick up your Breakfast Club t-shirt at 80stees.com. And Queen, I think they've got Queen there as well. Until next time, 3 chords and the truth, my friends.